Old Phone.
And it doesn't...
The musical.
And here's the first number from it.
Yes, go ahead.
It's a little ditty that we wrote about the first time that you see the light of the phone come on, and just the feelings really that's encaptured in that. And here's how it goes. It goes, phone, when you wake up in the morning, I got a bone to pick with everybody else in my home, 'cause I live in a crazy institution.
Come and save me, phone.
I'm not supposed to have you, phone. They don't want me to have you, phone. This is really this is good filler. What we're doing right now for
filler. This is the show.
And Justin, can you talk about the second song that we hear?
Yeah, the second song from Phone is more of a. I'd say it's a little bit more upbeat.
Yeah.
This is when your phone finds you in the bathtub, and you're playing with your rubber duck, and it goes like this. Hey, phone. Come on. Hop in the tub with me. And that's it. And the phone dies in that scene.
It's a very short musical, and this is a big reason why we don't write a lot of them. So this is inning one. This is going to be us. Justin, looking like Marty McFly today. How are we doing?
I'd say so fresh and so clean.
Ooh, so fresh and so
I'm doing very well. We both got parts in a new play.
Very true.
It was a very difficult process. We beat out thousands to get these parts. Or they just hired everyone who came in?
Yeah, it wasn't like a situation where everyone knows pretty much everybody and, we knew who was going to audition. It wasn't like that.
No, not at all. It's not like we both knew our parts for months.
Hugh Jackman was auditioning for your role.
Yes. And the funny thing is I auditioned first, and then when he finished his monologue, he was laughed out of the room. Not because he did poorly, but because he did so much more poorly than I did.
No, Hugh Jackman's great.
No, he's a fantastic actor.
I was there. I laughed him out of the room. It was just... It was not even up to par, bogey, double bogey, +5 compared to you.
Yeah. And now nobody was trying to be rude. It was a completely... Like, the people didn't think I should laugh at this. Their bodies just immediately laughed because they were like... The quality drop is so significant that you can't help but laugh.
Well, he didn't do a Scottish accent.
No.
And
and I did one for at least 20% of what the speech I gave.
I mean, I didn't see that, right?
Yeah, right.
The thing about your audition is I felt it.
Yes, before you were even in the room.
I was gone.
Yeah.
There
was a reverberation that they felt all the way to Missoula.
And Missoula's the gayest city in America.
Is that true?
I think so, per capita. I think per capita Missoula is the gayest city.
Good job, Missoula.
Yeah. Montana, dude. Montana's an interesting place.
Yeah.
But it was really the thrusting motions that I heard that you made during your set, during your monologue.
I did my monologue as a choo-choo train. And so to move, I would always have to thrust my pelvis forward.
Yeah, and I don't think it was actually Scottish, right? It was like Welsh.
Yeah, it was more of a Welsh Scottish.
Yeah.
Like I had a Welsh mom and a Scottish dad.
Right.
And it was kind of like the mixture of those two things in one child.
Yeah, I mean, because your character probably grew up in both places.
They got divorced early, so I had 2 Christmases.
Right.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Yeah, so bad.
No.
I feel great. My body feels like sludge currently. Because
yeah, it does.
Yeah, very sludgy, and that's because I've been eating a lot of Hot Pockets because we have Drunk Prov tonight.
Yeah.
When this comes out, this will be a couple weeks in the future, but tonight we have Drunk Prov, and tomorrow we have Beer Olympics. So I have been carving up like a ultramarathon runner in order to try and withstand the next 2 days.
And there's been absolutely 0 point to trying to be healthy for this weekend.
No. Yeah, that's out the window. So mentally I feel good. I feel like things are starting to come into place for me. Right. I recently found a job that I don't think I'm going to quit after a month or a week or a day. Ooh. I'm going to be working at a car wash.
Ooh, there's a whole song about that.
Working at the car wash. Yep. There you
I
go.
think we would do great duets together.
Well, we just did the world's best musical at the beginning of all this.
Right, yeah.
So
And actually, that was before you clapped in. We sang the best songs ever sung.
we did.
And then the ones we did afterward were pretty good, too.
They were just a tribute.
Yeah.
Really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, just like that other band that's now broken up.
Yeah. R.I.P. To one of the greatest rock bands of all time. I mean, Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
Right.
Rest in power.
Rest in rock.
Rock.
This is you, and for the first time ever, we do have a submission from an outside source. This is from our good friend Tony Ezra.
Tony Ezra, I love you.
Thank you, Tony. And Tony wants to know, Justin, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much did RFK Jr.'s brainworm deserve to die? Everyone knows, right, at this point.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're like Patrick Starr, RFK Jr. He has a brainworm. It was a worm in his brain. His wife says it's a lot more common than people think it is.
A brainworm, it's kind of tricky.
Right.
Because brainworms shouldn't live in your brain. No. However, they're called brainworms. They have to live in your brain.
Right. So
it's kind of like I don't know if Schrodinger's cat is the right reference, but it both should and should not be in the brain at the same time. So I think it depends on your perspective. As a human being, I think brainworm deserves to die. You invaded someone's home. We all know there's stand your ground laws. And the stand your ground law says you can kill a brainworm if it's in your brain.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm a worm, I'm thinking, we don't have property rights. How am I supposed to get my own brain?
Right.
So if you're a worm, I can see that argument. What do you think?
I mean, they are classified worms, right? They're not just worms. They are brain worms.
Yeah.
Right? So they would need the brain. My biggest question is, how many Defensive Player of the Years does the worm have? Because that, to me, is going to highly...
and at least one, right?
I think 2.
Oh, yeah.
And it depends, if it's this specific worm that we're talking about.
Well, yeah, what color is the worm's hair right now?
It might be a fusion between green, yellow, and Spider-Man pink.
Yeah.
Which is an unknown color that only the brain worm.
Right. They can generate colors at will.
Yeah. I heard the brainworm was from the Dominican Republic, the good DR.
Okay. How many people do you think are going to get this reference?
At least 2, because I think Stephen Moldenhauer watches the show, and that's one.
Shout out to big Stephen Moldenhauer.
Oh, and Tanner's watching our shows too. So I think at least 2 of the viewers are going to understand I'm talking about Dennis Rodman. Yeah. On a scale from 1 to 10, I think the brainworm is about an 8.
I didn't give my 1 to 10. We'll say a 7.
Yeah. So pretty high. Deserves to die.
Excellent you segment.
And that's actually our newest slogan. Pretty high, deserves to die.
Yeah, we got T-shirts coming in 3 years.
Yeah. It is an anti-roller coaster campaign that we're making.
Yep.
Against all the people who fall out because they do.
Yep. We got too high, they deserve to die.
Deserve to die. Inning 3 here, we have over-under. Justin is going to reach into this beautiful Aries Cup. We are going to say whether something is overrated or underrated. Justin Briscoe, what is it?
Strawberry milk.
Absolutely 100% underrated.
Why?
Strawberry milk is the greatest milk that you can get. Listen, regular milk, it's pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
Chocolate milk, it's sweet, it's a little tasty.
Yeah.
But I don't think you could drink chocolate milk every day. I don't think you could. I think you could love chocolate milk more than anybody else, and I don't think you drink chocolate milk every day. Strawberry milk is a delicacy that if I was given the privilege of eating, I would truly put it on the same price as caviar.
Strawberry milk is the same as caviar.
Caviar. Yep.
You're out of your goddamn mind. Strawberry milk is overrated.
No.
Chocolate milk is where it's at. So you want flavored milk, yeah, you can go 2nd or 3rd place and go to strawberry. Or you can be a esteemed gentleman and drink chocolate milk. Nobody sits around smoking cigars drinking strawberry milk. But however, they definitely do with chocolate milk.
I'll tell you something.
That's what's in a sidecar, right? Is chocolate milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the rocks.
On the rocks, yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
You see a lot of white cows, right?
I've seen at least 4.
Right. And those are the cows that are making the regular milk.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of like dark cows. Mm-hmm. And those are the cows that are making chocolate milk.
Right.
You know, I don't see a lot of pink cows, Justin.
So how are they making strawberry milk?
They're rare. The rarer the cow, the higher the brow. Okay? And so if you want to talk about cigars, there's nothing better than a nice fat Cuban with a glass of chocolate milk.
Oh, chocolate, yes. Yes! Chocolate milk is the best.
I'm going to move on. Strawberry milk for the win. Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay.
You did so well leading up to that,
I did. I really did. I had the whole slogan and everything. This is an interesting one. This is probably from Tony Ezra. Home runs.
Home runs? Oh, I have opinions on this. Overrated.
Wow.
They're very fun to watch, but I was a fan of the professional baseball team, the Baltimore Orioles, for a while, and there was a guy on that team named Chris Davis.
Okay.
This man would hit like 40, maybe get close to 50 home runs in a season. He would hit under 200.
Right.
So I think if he really did the stats, he was actually not helping out as much as you would think he was.
He was either bomb or bust.
Yes, it was home run or nothing. Mm-hmm. Now, if he's always knocking in 2 or 3 people, maybe, but a lot of those are solo home runs. So most of the time he's just not on base. Give me a 300 hitter any day over a guy that's hitting 40 home runs. Unless they're hitting 300 with 40 home runs, then give me that guy.
All I want to see is Big Al hit dingers. That's all I want to see.
Who's Big Al?
Big Al is the greatest Little League series.
Is that from Backyard Baseball?
No, he's a real kid from the Little League World Series.
Okay.
And he was this kind of chubbier kid, and he goes, "My name is Big Al, and I hit dingers."
Yeah, that sounds like a cool guy. That sounds pretty cool. And chicks do dig the long ball.
Yeah, dude. And listen, man, you know who else digs the long ball is me, bro.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Home runs and double plays are the 2 most exciting plays in all of baseball, I believe.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have triple plays. I mean, that's so rare.
Yeah, it's too rare.
But home runs, as far as like offensively, like the only thing better than a home run is an inside the park home run. You know,
I think I prefer an outside the park home run.
I don't know how I feel about that. See, but they're both home runs, though.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're splitting hairs here. Now, I played a video game years ago.
Was it MLB The Show?
No, it's called Tecmo Baseball. And in this game, you'd hit baseballs around, you'd get on base, you would do your thing. However, when you hit a home run, you knew as soon as you connected because the music would go, pew! And it was the greatest feeling anyone could have in this entire world. You're just like, that's gone.
Yeah.
No waiting to see if it clears the fence. That thing's gone.
What is that called? The effect where if you hear something Pavlovian?
Oh, yeah.
Where you hear it, response, and you're just like, I'm full of dopamine now.
Yeah, if I heard that sound right now, I would shit myself.
And bring in the sound. Go ahead, Justin, pull one more here.
One more, here we go.
See if we can agree on anything.
White people.
Oh. Underrated.
Okay, go ahead.
Underrated. White people built Western civilization. We manifested our destiny. And
I don't know that we should go very hard on this.
And honestly, we've been getting too much flack. Too much flack.
White people are overrated, and here's why.
Yeah, you can be the good guy. Here we go, Justin.
Oh, so I'm not going to be that good. The only thing they really did was invent guns first.
That's true.
And then that just let them do all the horrible things they did after that. Without guns, white people would be middling.
They're true.
So good job inventing guns, dicks. And now everybody's shooting up schools with them.
Yeah, predominantly white people.
Let's do some more hot takes on race.
All right, here we go. We're going to move on here to inning 4 before we get canceled, before we start here. We're going to go to Google search. Yeah. This is Justin's game that he made up. Go ahead and explain it if you want there.
All right, so this is a very simple game. We will pull up a Google search history. I will read off my Google search history to Chandler, so it's the things that I searched. He can choose one of those things, and I have to tell him the story behind why I searched that thing. It could be a funny story. It could be I was doing it for work. Let's find out what happens. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me see if I can find my Google search history here. All right. We have father and son reconnect over Final Fantasy. Athena portal. Upstart. Shakespearean definition of tyrant. Capital One login. What does a calf strain feel like? Old Town Actors Studio. Creep lyrics. How do you write a check to yourself? Will Idaho Medicaid cover Gold's gym membership? What is end stage COPD? Chronic appendicitis. Ooh, who signs consent for the child of a minor? Condoling? Got anything you want to hear about?
Yeah, can we hear about the father and the child that connected over Final Fantasy?
Yes, so this was searched just this morning.
Okay.
There's a show on Netflix. I believe it's a Japanese show. It's like 8 episodes long about a dad and a son who've had a strained relationship. The dad decides to start playing Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
And then the son also plays Final Fantasy 14, but the dad doesn't know that he's playing. And so they connect over the game, and then the son reveals that they've been playing together the whole time, and it's very heartwarming. Now, my friend Abby plays Final Fantasy 14, and she loves a good feel-good story. So today I was like, I can't remember what that show was called, so I had to look it up, and it was called Father of Light.
Ooh. It's probably a Final Fantasy term, huh?
Yeah, the Warriors of Light were from the first Final Fantasy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is like a scripted show. It's not like a real show.
Scripted, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I think when I started watching it, I thought it was like a documentary, but no, it was a scripted show.
And then what's Athena's portal?
Athena portal is for work.
Okay.
It's just the... well, actually, no, it wasn't for work. I do use it for work, but I also am a patient there. I was going there to try to schedule a appointment with my doctor.
Got you. Well, those were good Google search histories. Here are mine. These are the same, I think, predominantly as the last one. So here we go. Yeah. Man bites finger off kid's birthday. Spencer Lutvik. I'm not going to read that one. That one was for school. Weird facts about catfish. Types of trout, big to small. YouTube to MP3. Diddy AI photos arrest. Red heifer sacrifice 2024. Idaho State Bengal Web. And Last Chance Play Festival Montana.
I want to hear these catfish facts. What'd you find out about catfish?
Catfish have a different type of like skin than other fish. It's why like they're a lot more glimmery. It's because they're very soft.
Are catfish glimmery?
Yeah, they're kind of they're murky, but like when you hold them up in the sun, they kind of look like obsidian. Like they're kind of like shiny.
Oh, okay. So I was hoping like they were beautiful drag queens or something.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I've never seen a drag queen wear obsidian.
I do.
Okay.
And I go by the name of Catfish because what I post for the actual show is not what I'm going to show up looking like.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, so they're really like slippery, not super scaly. They like to hide.
Do they have teeth?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. They're bottom feeders. I don't have to find out like too much about catfish, just a couple interesting facts.
That sounds very... Now, have you ever heard of Catfish Hunter?
No.
Old school Major League Baseball pitcher. I believe he had a cool mustache.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the end of that story.
Yeah, and that's the end of this inning, too. Here we go. We're going to go to inning 5. Here, me and Justin are going to do a very quick draft.
Yeah.
And today we're going to draft iconic pieces of media, whether that be TV shows, movies, video games, that we know nothing about. We've barely touched it. I mean, we probably know something about it, but we've never indulged in it in the way that everyone else has.
Right.
Justin, would you like to go first here?
Sure. Now, should I go the best thing that I have not, or should I go the most popular thing?
I think you should try to beat me in the draft.
Okay, so I'm going to draft number 1, The Godfather.
Ooh, that's good.
Never seen The Godfather, and I consider myself a movie buff. And I don't know that I can say that since I haven't seen The Godfather, because I know everything there is to know about The Godfather, and I've never seen it. It's just one of those things that you have to learn about if you pay attention to movies at all.
I'm going to go in the same vein with you here, same sort of genre. I'm going to go The Sopranos.
Okay, yeah.
I know The Sopranos is huge. It's one of the biggest TV shows of all time.
Yeah.
Know nothing about it. I just covered on Fair the Burn. Drea DiMatteo, who played. Do you know The Sopranos at all?
Yeah.
She played the lady who went Christopher.
Yeah.
Lacerva is her last name. I forget her. Adriana Lacerva.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And she does OnlyFans and lets her 13-year-old kids edit her photos. So it's a pretty interesting story.
That's on-the-job training.
Yeah. Welcome to the real world.
Please, kids, make mommy's titties look nice.
Yeah.
All right. That's a family business.
Yep. She said they encouraged her to do it.
Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. It seems very, very weird to me.
I think it's a lot of like bikini stuff too. They said that there was like girl on girl. I don't know the extent of that. Anyway, we can move off of this in the second pick here.
Yeah, we really want to get into our thoughts and feelings on people's lifestyles.
Yeah.
All right.
Make your bag.
My second thing is I've never seen from beginning to end a James Bond film.
Wow. Yeah, I think same, dude.
Yeah. I don't really have much of an urge to either.
No, I'm not a big action guy.
No, not too much. And it doesn't seem fun. It seems like I've seen it done other ways. Like I've seen The Kingsman, right? Mm-hmm. And I know it's not James Bond, but I think it's a funner version of James Bond. Mm. So I don't need to go watch James Bond. I do want to see all the like funny names for characters like Octopussy.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
That's true.
That I would like to see, but other than that, I think I'm good. Hold on, before you go
ahead.
If you were going to name something pussy, what would you name?
Hugo Pussy.
Okay, after Hugo Weaving?
After the guy who wrote Les Mis. Hugo something. I forget what his name is. Victor Hugo.
Victor Hugo,
yeah.
All right, Hugo Pussy.
Hugo Pussy. It's desperate.
All right. Sorry, your turn.
I'm going to take... Okay. I feel like this should count. We can debate it. I would like to take The Fast and the Furious.
You can take it, I think.
I have only seen Too Fast, Too Furious. I have seen the movie. I've never seen any other Fast and Furious film.
I will say, since you haven't seen the first one, it counts.
Okay.
Because I've only seen the first one. I can't do it.
Yeah, I thought Too Fast, Too Furious was cool when I was like 7.
Yeah. No, it's the equivalent of watching a kid play with Matchbox cars. So, yeah. It makes sense. Oh, look at me. Wow, now I'm landing on a plane. And now I'm landing on the drug dealer.
Nissan Skyline, dude. It's purple.
Oh, dude, I remember when those movies were like huge here, like when they first started coming out. There was so many Fast and the Furious cars around town. Just crappy cars with fins and all kinds of crap put on them. Spoilers.
Like neon lights and shit, yeah.
It was
They're just
bad.
beater cars.
It was bad. All right, my next pick is going to be one that I'm very proud that I haven't seen. That is the musical Grease.
You've never seen Grease?
No, and I never want to. And it's one of those that like I know every song, I know all about it, but I'm never going to actually sit down and watch it.
I can't believe you. Grease?
Why? Yeah, I do not ever want to watch Grease.
It's an iconic...
That's what we're doing here.
Golden Age musical. I'm so offended right now.
Have you seen Grease?
I was in Grease.
Who were you, Danny Zuko?
No, I was fucking Duty.
You should have been Kaneki.
I should have been Kaneki, you're right. But I was Duty.
See, I know all kinds of shit about it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, dude. My mom loves Grease. Grease 2. My mom watched Grease 2 as well.
Is that which one does the car fly away?
I think that's Grease 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Grease 1, it's just greased lightning. You know, it stays on the ground. Zapping.
Typical car stuff.
Yeah, it's zapping all over.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Back to the Future.
You've never seen... That's iconic.
I know.
Back to the Future is fantastic. I don't know how much good it would be to watch it for the first time now. But as a kid watching that stuff, absolutely loved it.
Is it 90s or is it 80s?
I believe the first one's in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was filmed, almost the whole movie was filmed with, not Eric Roberts, Eric Stoltz. And then he dropped out and they had to refilm everything with Michael J. Fox. Little piece of trivia for you.
There we go.
All right, my fourth pick. I got a two-parter because one's not media, but I got to throw it out here. Something that everyone in this world has done, but I have not. I've never eaten a fresh peach.
Okay.
But my actual pick, never seen from beginning to end. No, I can't do this. No, okay, the movie. I've seen the play. I've never seen from beginning to end The Wizard of Oz.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
I did see the play the other day because our friends were in it.
Yeah, yeah. I like Wizard of Oz. It's not necessarily. Yeah, it's interesting. I think because it's the first movie that had color.
Yeah.
Because they had like the big color reveal and
Yeah.
stuff with going to Oz. So it's a good film. Judy Garland, she is great.
Yeah, mistreated horribly on set.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, people. You know, one of the Munchkins hanged himself.
Wasn't that disproven?
It's true, bro. It's true.
They filmed that right after the moon landing.
They took it out, dude. If they took it out, you know, like they took it, like they were like, oh, people are talking about this, so they took it out afterwards. You're not going to take it out if it's not actually true.
All right, but somebody did film it later, and they filmed themselves laughing at the dead body. Do you know who that guy was?
Michael J. Fox.
Jake Paul. Or Logan Paul, whichever one that was that did that.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Logan Paul took a video of himself laughing at a dead munchkin.
Yeah, he did. They shot all of Wizard of Oz in Japan,
Yeah.
actually. I'm going to take for my last pick here.
Fresh peach.
I'm going to take
Take
a
that
guava. I've never eaten a guava.
Well, nobody's eating a guava. That's not a real fruit.
Okay. I am going to take Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic right now, especially for people in the nerd culture.
Yeah. I don't get it. Anytime someone tries to explain it to me, they go, dude, it's unlike anything that you've ever played before. And I go, sick.
That's not quite true. It's like quite a few things. And it's really close to Divinity Original Sin 2, which was made by the same developers. But it's like taking Divinity Original Sin and doing a better job with it and then adding sex.
See, you just spoke a foreign language to me, bro.
Yeah. Divinity Original Sin 2.
I know.
Out now on Steam.
Get it with Adam and Eve Productions. Justin.
No, people are very excited about the sex in the video game. Like a
of course,
fantasy role-playing game with sex, that really hasn't
Dude.
been done.
Really?
I mean, like on computer? A good one, I should say.
I was like, any game that has sex, people are always into that game. GTA, God of War, this game, people, Sims, bro. I was making Sims fuck all the time back in the day.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I'd make my friends who weren't gay be gay. Take that, friends.
All right, Justin's team here is The Godfather, James Bond, Grease, and Wizard of Oz. And mine is The Sopranos, Fast and Furious, Back to the Future, and Baldur's Gate 3. Let us know in the comments if you care, who you think
Hot
won.
dog. It's time for a hot dog.
Always time for a hot dog. It's hot dog day, baby.
Hot dog day.
For here, we're going to go a little game of Would You Rather. Justin,
Right.
go ahead and give me a number between 1 and 310.
169.
169 is going to be the question of, would you rather have to hang on top of a car going 100 miles an hour for 10 minutes or try to stay on top of a hot air balloon in the sky for 10 minutes?
Give me that car.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I am deathly afraid of heights. And so even if I'm just laying comfortably on top of a balloon, I'm going to be pissing my pants. Now, that car, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to last about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No, probably not even. Probably like 10
that.
seconds.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be just paced on the pavement. But let me die that way rather than falling and having to check my watch as I plummet towards the ground.
Yeah, I just think the chance of the hot air balloon's so much higher.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like you'd have more surface area. It'd be going a bit slower, maybe. The wind up there is
The wind would be
gonna
scary.
The wind would be terrifying.
And that thought of when you start sliding down that balloon,
Yeah.
you don't just fall off. It's a process. You get
Yeah,
terror on top. You don't have time for terror on top of that car.
that's true.
You
That's
have time
true.
for terror on top of that balloon.
Yeah.
And I'm more afraid of terror than I am of death.
The car is quick. Falling would suck. I think because we have to do one of them.
We have to. Yeah.
So I think the balloon, I would have a higher likelihood of making it out.
Now, what if the balloon was one of the balloons from Up?
Like just a regular balloon?
Yeah. Well, no, it's from Up, so you're in a Disney movie, so you know you're not going to die. Except for unless you're the guy's wife.
Oh, well, I'd probably be the guy's wife, so I am probably dead.
Can we talk about how sad that was?
You know,
It's a hot take. People didn't think that movie was that sad. I thought it was really sad.
I've never seen Up.
Put her down. Up is a solid Pixar movie.
I've always heard that. I've heard that
Yeah.
Up is really good. I've not really been big into Pixar movies. I've heard Up is good. Like Soul was good. I've heard Coco's really good.
Yeah. People
yeah.
love Encanto. That's just Disney though.
Encanto. Yeah. Well, it's all the same to me. They're all cartoons.
Sure.
So here we go. I picked number 98.
All right.
Would you rather give someone the finger when he cuts you off in his car and have him turn out to be your priest or rabbi, or have your friends catch you picking up trash while you're wearing a felon orange jumpsuit?
This one's very simple.
I'm giving the priest the bird.
I'm picking up trash in an orange jumpsuit.
What?
It doesn't say I have to be a prisoner.
That's true.
This could just be a bit that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And they're all going to think it's hilarious. I'll be like, hey, guys, like, you committed way too hard for me to see you for half a second on the freeway. But I'm going to do that because it's a bit.
Yeah, that is true.
So if I had to be in prison for this, no. But just wearing an orange jumpsuit, picking up trash, sure.
See, I thought that you were going to take the priest or rabbi because...
Because I'm non-religious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the bit play.
In this scenario, they would be my priest or rabbi, which means I would be religious in that scenario.
True.
So no, I'm not going to disrespect my priest or rabbi. I'm picking up trash in an orange jumpsuit.
Yeah,
and I think I could pull off an orange jumpsuit.
I think you could.
Yeah, I'd look like the hottest Oompa Loompa.
I think you're a bit tall to be an Oompa Loompa.
And only their hair's orange, but still.
Yeah. What do they wear for their bodies? Green?
I think it's multicolored.
I think it was orange.
Like a white shirt and some like...
Aren't they orange?
Yeah, I think they are. And their hair
Look them
might...
up, Justin.
I'm looking up an Oompa Loompa.
Pull it up. Pull up the original
You
Oompa
look it up
Loompa.
at home as well with me.
We'll put it on the screen here. The original Oompa Loompa. Here's what they look like.
Yeah,
Nobody
their
hanged
face
themselves.
is orange.
Green hair?
Shirts are red. They got overalls that are white. Green hair, yep.
Yeah. They kind of look like munchkins.
They kind of look like munchkins.
Yeah. From the merry old land of Oz.
So I look like an Oompa Loompa when I wear an orange jumpsuit.
Here we go. Inning 7.
Ooh, inning
This
7.
is the stretch. The man. The myth. The legend. The one that no one can forget about.
Even though they try.
They try. But he haunts your dreams. He makes you scream. And he's the captain of the team, even when Jarek Jeter doesn't return his calls.
Oh, don't remind me.
This is inning 7. This is the stretch. Here we go. Justin,
Yeah.
the stretch is going to be a little bit different today.
Ooh.
I have a question for you.
No, I don't have my headphones on, so you let me know if I'm too loud in this mic.
You sound great, bro.
All right, good.
So this show was built around the stretch.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out real quick that you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Your
I'm going
journey.
to give him a side view.
Yeah, give him a good side view. Maybe we can give him the back shot later if we want. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Take a look, everyone. Try not to drool.
And the show was built around the stretch kind
Yeah.
of as the main idea.
Right.
Why did you need to stand up before? Because now you're at a point where you don't need to necessarily do this, but it was
I
sort
think
of out of
the problem
necessity.
was I was too heavy before. And so my ass would really start to hurt after like
Okay.
30, 40 minutes in a chair.
Would your legs like tingle? Or is it just your ass?
Just my ass, I think. And then I tried to like move around and get the right position and just couldn't get comfortable. It turns out like they don't make chairs for people that are over 500 pounds.
Right.
And so your body just doesn't fit in it quite right.
We should have gotten you a big bean bag.
And then I could never get out of it.
Yeah, true. Now, the question that I have, and maybe I need to go to a doctor for this, but
Yeah.
do your legs ever tingle when you're sitting on the toilet?
I mean, if I sit there for a long time,
Okay.
your feet will start to fall asleep and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it's you can also get nerve pain going on if you're getting pressure on your lower back.
Oh,
So
dude,
then you're going to get tingles through your legs, like down through your butt, into your thigh, down into your calf.
I got all sorts of nerve pain.
Yeah.
All sorts. You know, I don't know if it's an IT band or my sciatica, but whatever's
Yeah.
the band, the muscle that goes on the left side of the leg, running from the thigh down to like the ankle or whatever.
Probably sciatica.
Right at the kneecap of that dude.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I could just take a Thai massage.
Now, I've had sciatic pain before, twice, and it put me down for months. Like, I lost a job because of it, because I couldn't stand for more than 10 minutes or so.
What job?
I was working at the liquor store as a cashier at the time. And they were like, you can't sit on a stool and do your job. And I'm like, bullshit, you can't.
Yeah, you literally
You
could.
absolutely can. But I get it. They wanted people standing. I couldn't do it. So I lost that job. And then the last time was after I had quit my job, and I ended up getting it into like 6 months. And there were days that were just absolute misery. Because usually it's like if I stand, it feels okay, or if I sit, it feels okay, or if I lay. One of those things usually feels okay. But there was like 2 days in a row where there was no relief. I slept for like 2 hours out of 48.
Oh, no.
I was going absolutely insane. I went to the emergency room just to be like, please, there's something you have to be able. They couldn't do anything. They gave me one painkiller and a $1,500 bill.
No.
I'm still paying it off to this day.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
So sciatic pain, terrible. That's the 7th inning stretch goal. No, stretch goals are different. Stretch goals are for Kickstarters.
And tricks are for kids.
Do you ever do a Kickstarter? You ever back a Kickstarter?
I have tried to do a Kickstarter, and I got $35 from Tanner Morton. Thank you, Tanner.
Morton.
Yeah.
Everyone applaud Tanner.
Yeah, we would if we had the button. We'll put it in on the effects over this.
Tanner, take it off.
Yeah, those are the doting fans. Well, Justin, that's really the question that I had for you today, just because I was curious if like it'd be good lore for the podcast too. So.
Oh, about whether my legs hurt?
Yeah, just like I don't think we've ever talked about like the stretch, like why we've.
I just get to the point, and it was hard to go
stretch.
to like plays and stuff because you're sitting in an uncomfortable chair for like 2 hours. It would get absolutely unbearable, and I'd be like, please, for the love of God, let me stand up for a minute. And then I never could. But now, it's all fine. I'm back to being a normal-ish sized human.
Justin got under 400 pounds the other day.
I did. 172 pounds down.
Let's go.
Sweet. Let's sit down.
Let's sit down. 7th inning stretch. That's the most amazing segment on our show constantly. Nothing better. It's what the show was built around. Here we go. Inning 8. Justin and I are going to play a new game here that we just talked about before the podcast called Caveman. Justin and I are going to talk about a hard topic.
Should I look up a controversial topic?
Yeah, let's look up a hard topic.
All right.
You be Biden and I'll be Trump. And we'll debate about the country.
Does it really matter which one of us is which?
No, it doesn't. But we're going to be able to speak in 2 words at a time towards each other about hard, controversial topics.
All right, I'll give you 3 and you can choose one.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Abortion laws.
Uh-huh.
Anti-vaccination movement.
Let's do the first one.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I feel like we've kind of covered some
Yeah, we've done some stuff.
dark stuff
We've
today.
done some stuff today.
So we'll do AI.
Okay.
This bot.
What bot?
Smart one.
Big brain?
Take over.
Our country?
Our world.
Me safe?
Not much.
Need weapon.
Right now.
Big gun.
Bigger gun.
Kill robot.
Need plan.
Chuck Norris.
Bruce Lee.
Thomas Edison.
They warriors.
Big guns.
Got him.
Turkey sandwich.
Could eat.
Hungry now?
A little bit.
Me, you?
And robot.
Order?
It more.
Order more?
Does more.
Love robot?
Sex stuff.
Take jobs?
Make money.
Get bitches?
Fuck man. All right, that's Caveman. Clearly only about AI and the impending doom that it faces us. But good thing we have Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, and the great Thomas Edison.
My improv training kicked in there and said, "We're talking too much about one thing. Let's talk about turkey sandwiches."
Yeah, that was good. I like the turkey sandwiches. So here we go. We're gonna tag this bad boy up here this episode.
Let's tag it and bag it. That's the first tag. Wait, we had a tag earlier. What was it called?
Rarer the cow, higher the brow.
Something like the more high, more.
Oh yeah, what
die.
was that? Oh yeah.
If you're high, you deserve to die.
Yeah. Too high, gonna die.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're great at remembering.
Yep.
What else do we talk about today? Back to the Future? More like Back to the Schmuture.
Fast and Furious, more like slow and lackadaisical.
Tony Ezra? More like best person ever.
Tony Ezra, more like phony gets.
I don't know if this is our best tag segment.
No, so we should probably cut it.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll come up with a great tag later. And we're probably just going to call it, "Get too high, you're going to die."
Joke on.
Bye, people.